Happy Sunday, and welcome back to Southern Gospel Sissy. I'm Justin Ryan, and I hope you brought your whole self today because we're laying it down at the altar and picking up some power. Now listen, I've got a song today that stirs something deep within me, the kind of song you don't just sing, you survive. It's one I first heard from Wendy Bagwell and the Sunlighters. It featured the original leather lungs herself, Jerry Morrison. And if you ever heard Jerry belt a note, you know she didn't just sing it. She hunted it down like a Pentecostal mama with a fly swatter and didn't stop till it was crying holy. The song's called Steady as Mount Zion. Now that's not just a title, that's a declaration. That's a survival strategy. That's what you say when hell's been on your heels and you're still standing. Psalm 125:1 says, "They that trust in the Lord shall be as Mount Zion, which cannot be moved, but abides forever." And I don't know about you, but I've had some days where trust felt like all I had. No applause, no approval, just grit in my spirit and a mustard seed in my hand. See, some of us didn't grow up with soft landings. We grew up dodging shame and swallowing our truth just to make it through Sunday dinner. Some of us learned early that the church folks could cut deeper than sinners, and that bless your heart could bless or bury, depending on the tone. But let me tell you something. Steady doesn't mean untouched. Steady means surviving storms you never told anybody about. It means holding your ground when the world says move, hush, straighten up, blend in. But darling, I ain't Mount Everest. I'm Mount Zion, sacred, steady, and anointed to stay standing. Now the chorus says, steady as Mount Zion, waiting for the day when we shall wear a glorious crown. But let's talk about that waiting, because some of us have been waiting a long time for a seat at the table, for justice, for healing, for somebody to stop just loving the sinner and start loving the human being. That crown ain't just for the afterlife. It's for the ones who keep showing up when they got every reason not to. It's for the tired. It's for the tender-hearted, the ones who've been told their light was too much, but they kept on shining it anyway. When God's the builder of the house, the song says, it will stand forever. And that hits me deep, because there have been times I thought my whole life was built out of scrap wood and side glances. But the truth is, God doesn't just redeem stories. God reconstructs them, foundation to rooftop. And when God builds you, you may wobble, darling, but you won't fall. And that living water Jesus promised, that's not just for stained glass saints and front row deacons. That's for folks like you and me, thirsty, cracked wide open, begging for something that isn't counterfeit. And the miracle is, God pours anyway, right into our emptiness. And before you know it, your cup's running over and you're giving sips of hope to people who thought they were too far gone. So let me tell you what I know. You are not a mistake. You are not too much. You are not a footnote in God's story. You're a highlighted passage in God's glory. So go in grace, go in glitter, go in the strength of the one who planted you, steady as Mount Zion. Happy Sunday.
Those who trust in the Lord are steady as Mount Zion, for he keeps their feet placed on solid ground. When he's the builder of the house, it will stand forever, and no wicked hand is strong enough to pull Mount Zion down. Steady, steady as Mount Zion, waiting for the day when we shall wear a glorious crown. Protected, for he never slumbers, and no wicked hand is strong enough to pull Mount Zion down. Put your trust in the Lord, the builder of Mount Zion, for no greater power than he can e'er be found. The mighty rock, a saving hand, the stream of living water, and the wicked hand is strong enough to pull Mount Zion down. Steady, steady as Mount Zion, waiting for the day when we shall wear a glorious crown. Protected, for he never slumbers, and the wicked hand is strong enough to pull Mount Zion down. Steady, steady as Mount Zion, waiting for the day when we shall wear a glorious crown. Protected, for he never slumbers, and the wicked hand is strong enough to pull Mount Zion down.
Here's a song from our All Together Now album. Features the old snake handler herself, Geraldine. It's called Steady as Mount Zion.